This is Mr. Martin. These are video notes for Introduction to Logs. This is video 2 of 2. In this video I'm going to go through 3 of these last 6 examples, and then I want you guys to do your best at trying to do the next ones. I know you may struggle with these a little bit, but put forth a good amount of effort and see what you can do on them. And then when I see you in class, we'll go through the solutions and we'll see where you had trouble and make sure you get all your questions answered. So for part K here, we want to find the inverse of each function. So just like we normally did, we're going to switch the x's and the y's. So we're going to have x is equal to 6 raised to the y. And this is where logs are going to become useful, because now we can use logs to cancel out that base on the right. So just like solving equations normally, we need to make sure we keep things balanced. We need to make sure we do the same thing on both sides. So what I can do is I can take the log of both sides. And really I can take the log of any base, but since my base here is a 6, I'm going to take the log base 6 on both sides. So the log base 6 of x is equal to the log base 6 of 6y. And if you remember, this log base 6 and this base of 6 cancel each other out. So I'm left with log base 6 of x is equal to y, and then I'm just going to rewrite that in inverse notation. So I'm going to change the y to f inverse of x is equal to log base 6 of x. And here is our inverse. Okay, and if I plug this back into the original equation, you would see that we end up with x, and they are in fact inverses. Alright, moving on to the next one. Again, I'm going to switch the x's and y's, so I've got x is equal to the natural log of y plus 3. And remember, natural log is just a log with base e, so natural log equals log base e. And just for fun, I'm going to rewrite that as a log base e, so x is equal to, we normally don't do this, but I think it'll help to see where we're going on this one for this example. So if my base is e, and I want to get rid of that log, I need to raise this whole thing to an exponent, because we know the exponent and the logs are inverses. So I'm going to raise the left side, or I'm going to make the left side have a base with e, and I'll make the right side have a base with e. So e raised to the log base e of y plus 3. So then again we can see that this base e and this log base e cancel out, and I'm left with e to the x is equal to y plus 3. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, so I get e to the x is equal to y minus 3. And rewriting that in inverse notation, I have h inverse of x is equal to e to the x minus 3. Alright, make sure you stop when you need to, rewind if you need to, pause and write down questions. Alright, so the last one for this video, and again I want you to try the others on your own. You may struggle through them, but that's okay. Do the best that you can. So for part M, I'm going to switch the x and the y, so I've got x is equal to 5 raised to the y minus 3 plus 2. So again, our goal is to isolate the y to get the inverse. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides first. So x minus 2 is equal to 5 raised to the y minus 3. And then I want to get rid of that base of 5. So I'm going to take the log base 5 of both sides. So log base 5 of x minus 2 is equal to the log base 5 of 5 to the y minus 3. And again, I have a log base 5, which cancels with a base of 5. So on the right, or the left, I have log base 5 of x minus 2. And on the right, I have just my exponent left, so that's y minus 3. I'm going to add 3 to both sides, so I have log base 5 of x minus 2 plus 3 is equal to y. And then finally I'm going to rewrite it in inverse notation, so g inverse of x is equal to the log base 5 of x minus 2 plus 3. Alright, and then just be careful when you're using bases here, make sure that's a subscript, so it's a little smaller and a little below the normal line. Okay, so there's the first 3. See what you can do on the last 3, and when you come to class I'll have solutions for you there and you'll be able to ask questions, and we'll see you in the next video.